When you first learned to count, you counted by ones. In terms of place value, you were increasing by 1 in the ones place. Now suppose you do the same thing, increase by 1, but in the tens place, like this. What is happening here? In this case, you're counting by tens. Counting by tens is a simple skill, but so important to learn because it will help you with addition and later with multiplication. In this video, we'll look at examples of counting by tens. Let's start with an example. 4 boxes are being shipped out, and each box weighs 10 pounds. What is the total weight on the scale? To calculate the total weight, we need to count by tens. To simplify this count, let's use a hundreds chart, like the one shown here. A hundreds chart is a 10 by 10 array of numbers. A chart like this is extremely useful to help you count by numbers greater than 1. Here's how. The first box weighs 10 pounds, so we find 10 on the chart. Counting down this column is counting by tens. So the weight of 2 boxes is 20, the weight of 3 is 30, finally the weight of 4 boxes is 40. Use the hundreds chart until you can remember to count by tens mentally. Let's look at another example. Here are 7 dominoes, each with 10 dots on them. What is the total number of dots? To find the total number of dots, count by tens starting at 0. For this, we'll use a number line like the one shown here. Start at 0 and skip count by tens 7 times. As you can see, after 7 jumps, you end up on 70, which is the total number of dots. Use a number line to count by tens until you can remember to count mentally. Let's look at a final example. At the 5-mile mark, a cyclist decides to stop every 10 miles. She made 7 stops. How far did she travel? Here is an example that involves counting by tens, but not starting at 0. We'll be counting by tens starting at 5. What's the best way to do that? Let's use the hundreds chart again, as shown here. Moving down a column of numbers is the same as counting by tens. So let's start at 5 and count down the column 7 times. 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75. So the total number of miles is 75.